everyone, it's me 2-for-1 Cupcake Lover, and as promised, here is my Otakon 2014 survival guide. Now, I know Otakon is in 2 more days, and this is really late getting uploaded again, like I announced before in my last video, for my Otakon 2014 cosplay update. A lot of stuff has been going on in my life. I've been preparing for this con for God knows how long. So that's the reason why I haven't been able to do this video or upload it. But I will try my best to not make this too long of a video and get started. So if you didn't already know, Otakon is an anime convention held in Baltimore, Maryland. It is held from August 8th to the 10th. And also, if you didn't also know, a lot of people probably don't know this. Like, they knew it was gonna be moving. A lot of this rumor going around that Otakon is moving. They are moving, but a lot of information has been put around that is wrong information. There actually is a news video online, if you want to go find it, that they actually talk about when Otakon is moving and where Otakon is moving. Otakon is going to be moving in 2017, not 2016, 2017. And they are moving to the Washington, D.C. Convention Center. Now, some of you, it may suck because, Otakon in Baltimore, it's going to be weird. First of all, it's going to be really weird that it's going to be in a different place, not in the BBC. But there's some perks to this. A lot of us who live in Virginia or live in, in Virginia, it makes it a little easier for us because all we really need to do is just take the train and then boom, we go instantly to Otakon in DC. So, I don't know, I find it a little easier because it's close, it means it's closer to me, so I have no problem going, and yeah. But, otherwise, that's the information I wanted to give out about the Otakon moving update. But let's get started with this video about little tips. So if you didn't already know, I have been going to this convention for 3 years. This is going to be my 4th year going. So might as well give some tips of how to survive this convention. I will try my best to not make try not to make this video too long. So without further ado, let's get started. So when you're heading to this convention, you're gonna need something to be able to get in, not only into the convention, but into anything else, like panels, or the rave, or the gaming room, or the dealer's room, or the artist alley. You need a special thing to get you in. It's basically like a ticket, and you need a badge. Now, my suggestion, if you want to get a badge, and you're worried about long lines, waiting in a long line, I highly suggest go on Thursday, even if you are not staying on Thursday. I still highly suggest go on Thursday, go later on in the afternoon. I suggest do it before 10 because that's when pickup for pre-reg badges on Thursday ends and you are no longer allowed to go pick it up after 10. So I suggest go sometime later on in the day, like around 8, at 8, latest 9, because there's barely going to be a line. You're going to be able to get in and out and get your badge with no problem, no wait. Because people are either going to be going in dinner or going to bed so they could get up early in the morning to go enjoy stuff at the con for Friday. But that's just my suggestion. If you can't go on Thursday, my biggest suggestion for Friday is go early. And I mean really go early. Wake up, I don't want to say, it depends on where you live. If you don't live that far from Maryland, like sometime early in the morning, like I would say go like around 3, 4 in the morning. I know that sounds really, really early, but it's going to be worth it because I know for a fact a lot of people are going to be going really, really early in the morning on Friday to get their badge. So, yeah, again, if you live close, go really early in the morning. I know that means lack of sleep, but hey, you can sleep on the way there if you're going in a car. And then once you get there, you're in line, you're ahead of everybody else in the line, and you can get your badge in minutes, and you'll be going and doing other stuff, while people who decided to wait till later to go pick up their badge are going to be waiting in that line for hours and hours and hours. So that's my suggestion for badge pickup. Let's talk about food. Food wise, please, for dear God, Lord, don't buy food at the convention center. Please don't. The food prices are ridiculous. They charge you so much money just for a small thing of food. It's ridiculous. They'll like charge you like $7 or $8 for a little thing of food. That's what happened to me last year. So don't do what I did, and don't buy convention food. They will be selling water outside, and it is only for $1. It's only for $1. So by all means, if you don't have water, make sure you drink water. That's another tip. Drink lots of water. Make sure you have plenty of water. Avoid drinking energy drinks or just avoid drinking energy drinks, because as much as it may give you energy, it dehydrates you so quickly. Don't do it. Don't drink energy drinks. Like, you can have one maybe, but don't drink a whole bunch the entire convention. Don't make that your main drink, basically. Drink lots and lots of water, because you are going to get so overheated at this convention. You're going to end up getting dehydrated like that. It happens so quick. Like, so many people have passed out because they got dehydrated. And so don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people. For food wise, there are plenty of places around the convention, like in the area of the convention center, that you can go eat. There's even a mall that has a food court that is not that far, that's in the harbor. You can go check out. It's right across the street from the convention center. Just a bit of a walk away, and then boom, there's the mall, and they have a food court. I don't know how the prices are. I've only eaten there once, but yeah, go check it out for food. As well as there's a subway in Baltimore. You can take a bus that is free. You can take go all the way down, and you can get across the street, and just a walk away, there's Subway. So yeah, that's my little food tips. But also if you want to go healthy, also bring your own food. Bring your own food. I really highly suggest it, because it'll save you money. And if you plan on spending a lot of money in the dealer's room and the artist alley, I highly suggest bring your own food and drinks. It'll make life so much easier. Also, be prepared to do a lot of walking at this convention, because it is the biggest convention in the East Coast. Biggest convention in the East Coast. And there's no other convention that can compare to Otakon. So you're gonna do a lot of walking. It's separated by two different buildings that are connected by a skywalk, and so yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of walking, so make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Also, speaking of a skywalk and two buildings, it is going to get really, really crowded. So make sure you know the buddy system, or at least if you and your friends plan on doing the other things, make sure you have each other's phone numbers, and please, for the dear God, answer your phone. Because you don't want to end up being that person where your friends end up finding you and they're really, really mad at you because you didn't answer your phone. And what if there was like an emergency that happened? Like your friend got dehydrated or something. You didn't know what to do because you didn't answer your phone. So, yeah, buddy system. Again, also buddy system with Baltimore in general, because Baltimore is not the safest city. Think of it as a smaller version of New York. It is not safe. There, like the first year I went, there was actually police going around, and because I think someone, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't good. Someone probably got arrested that night. So yeah, Baltimore is not the safest city. I highly suggest doing the buddy system and stick with your friends. It'll make life so much easier. There are also going to be a lot of lines, lots of long lines. So if you want to get to like events or panels, I highly suggest going at least an hour early or half hour early, because the lines will get long and then you're going to be stuck in that line waiting outside for that event, and the event's probably going to end up being full. So you're going to be ending up being one of those people waiting in line, waiting for someone to leave the room so that way someone could go in. Yeah, it's not fun. Same thing with the rave. Go at least an hour early, like 2 hours early at the most, because the line will get huge. And the rave doesn't start until like around 9. I think like 9, maybe 10. So if anything, go early, and I mean really go early, so that way, you know, you're at the front of the line, you can get into the rave and enjoy the rave. That goes on till like around 2, and once, you know, it hits 2 a.m., rave's over. Everybody has to leave the convention center, because that is the last thing that happens, well, other than the 18 plus panels. Speaking of 18 plus, if you're going to plan on getting an 18 plus wristband, I suggest go early. I mean, really early, to go pick it up sometime in the afternoon, because the line will get long, as well as make sure you have your ID, because if you are not 18 and older and you don't have your ID, they're not going to give you an 18 plus wristband. Even if you know you're with someone who is of age, they're not going to give you, they're not going to care. They're not going to give you a wristband because, you know, you're under the age that you to go to this panel, so they're not going to let you in no matter what. But please make sure you got your ID for everything, because you're also going to need it to get your badge as well. What else? What else? Oh, this convention's going to be very, very hot. It is also known as HotCon. Everybody knows Otakon as HotCon. Besides Colossal Con, this is also known as HotCon because it is held during the hottest month of summer of the year. It is held in August. August is going to be very, very hot. So, my suggestion to you is make sure you plan ahead of time when you are planning your cosplays. Make sure you plan that to wear something that is you're gonna be comfortable wearing in the heat, because you're not gonna have fun if you're gonna be wearing something that is long sleeve and lots and lots of layers, and you're gonna be outside in the sun. I highly wouldn't suggest it. If you plan on, save that cosplay for like maybe like a winter con, like KatsuCon. It will save your life, because you can end up getting overheated and dehydrated even quicker with wearing that type of cosplay. Speaking of heat, my suggestion is also, I know this is gonna sound really stupid, and I know a lot of people, like, probably you've seen these type of people where, they have a umbrella open, but it's sunny outside. you may think, oh, that person looks so stupid. It's not raining. First of all, last year on Friday, no one knew this, and they didn't even predict this, but it did pour down rain on Friday, and no one was prepared for this. So I highly suggest, you bring your own umbrella in case it rains, because you never know if it's gonna rain or not. And second of all, umbrella is actually good because it can give you shade from the sun. So for you people who burn easily like I do, the umbrella will be your best friend because it will give you shade and you will not end up burning. But I still highly suggest, if you burn easily, make sure to wear sunscreen. Make sure to wear sunscreen. It'll be your best friend this convention. Also, from what I heard, is that they are going to be giving out free Sailor Moon stuff when you enter the dealer's room. And so if you want to go to get that Sailor Moon stuff when the dealer's room opens, you got to go early. And I mean like early in the morning, and then make sure you're lined up and ready to go at the dealer's room line, because they're going to only have like a limited amount of stuff, and there's a lot of people going to this. So there's a chance that a lot of you guys are not going to get that Sailor Moon stuff. And so again, if you want it, you need to wake up early in the morning, not too early, but in the morning, and get in line. And the line usually doesn't open up for the dealer's room until like around noon, maybe 1 at the latest. So go like around 9 is, I would suggest 8, maybe 9 as the latest, because I know for a fact a lot of people are probably going to be lining up for that dealer's room pretty early. So that's my suggestion to you. And Otakon does have a few rules, so I might as well give them out really quickly before this video gets too long. Otakon has a weapons policy. Now, if you plan on cosplaying and that cosplay has to do with a weapon, there are 2 separate policies for different weapons. For anything that is like a sword, make sure it looks handmade or it's fake, because real swords not allowed. Even when you buy a sword in the dealer's room, you have to take it straight to your hotel. You can't carry it around. You can't take it out and like play with it, because they will like either take it away from you or kick you out of the con, or even worse, have you arrested. For guns, make sure it has an orange tip, because that is the only type of guns they are allowing in. Even if your gun is unloaded, they will not let you in with that gun. So, gun policy, the gun has to have an orange tip in order to be allowed in. Of course, if you guys didn't know, Otakon has a no paddle policy. No paddles are allowed at this con. They don't even sell them in the dealer's room. It is not allowed. Yeah, I mean, you can bring like a little tiny version of the paddle. Like if you're cosplaying as Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. But still, no paddles. Paddles are not allowed, because people have gotten hit so many times unnecessarily and unwantingly. I'm assuming it's gone reported so many times. So, normal policy at anime conventions. The rave rules. First of all, you are not allowed to have any glow sticks that are on a string. That is not allowed, because they don't want people swinging around, and they don't want to risk people getting hit with them. And another policy. This rave is apparently a family-friendly event. Even if there are no little children, they still don't allow inappropriate dancing. And I mean inappropriate dancing, I mean the dancing you did when you went to the high school dance, if you ever did that type of dancing. That is not allowed. No, that is not allowed. So keep it decent. Keep it decent dancing, because they will get after you for that. And if you, they will give you a warning. And if you keep doing it, you're out of there. They're not going to let you back in. Even probably the second night, they're not going to let you back in. So, decent dancing. Also, they do have a sign policy. Your sign has to go along with your cosplay. Like no free hugs signs. If you are dressed up as maybe a cuddly fuzzy animal, then that's acceptable. But if you're not even in cosplay, they will not allow you to have a free hug sign. I don't really understand it much. I don't understand it, but it's their rules. They're strict on it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know it seems really, really long, and I'm sorry it seemed like I made it too long. But that is my tips and my survival guide for surviving Otakon 2014. So that's the end of this video. That is the end of all my Otakon 2014 videos until after the convention, which then I will have my Otakon 2014 haul, as well as my Otakon 2014 review. So look forward to that after Otakon. If you're not able to go, sorry. Just look forward to seeing those videos. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Tell your friends. And I will see you at Otakon. And if you are not at Otakon, I will see you in my next video. Alright. Bye.